Captain, before we step onto this open-to-all island, tell me, what does anyone make you feel when it means any person at all, someone, whoever it may be, and a strong emphasis in questions or negatives? Meaning 1. Any person at all. It doesn't matter who. Used when the choice is open and every person is included. Example. Anyone can learn the route if Lupus explains it, step by step. Common use. Anyone can. Anyone who. Anyone else. Anyone welcome. Meaning 2. Someone. An unspecified person, whoever it may be. Used when you mean a person, but you don't know who exactly. Example. If anyone calls on the radio, tell them we're near the lighthouse. Common use. If anyone. Anyone there. Anyone calling. Anyone there? Meaning 3. Emphasis in questions or negatives. Any person, even one. Used to strengthen meaning, especially with not or in questions. Often showing doubt or urgency. Example. Did anyone see the missing compass? Common use. Not anyone. Anyone at all. Anyone else. Anyone at all. Anyone is common in questions and negatives, and it can also mean it doesn't matter who. The context tells you whether it's open invitation, unknown person, or strong emphasis. Build your sentence with reach, Captain. Carry anyone for open invitations, for unknown callers, and for that sharp emphasis when even one person matters as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this shift and continue island, tell me, what does anyway make you feel when it means in spite of that? Back to the main point, and no matter what, I'll do it. Meaning 1. In spite of that, even so. Used when something happened, but you continue or the result stays the same. Example. The wind was loud, but Lupus explained the plan anyway. Common use. Go anyway. Do it anyway. Keep going anyway. Anyway, we go. Meaning 2. Used to change the topic or return to the main point. Used when you want to move on, refocus, or continue after a short sidetrack. Example. Anyway, let's check the supplies before we sail. Common use. Anyway, as I was saying. Anyway, back to. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, back to plan. Meaning 3. No matter what. Regardless. Used to show determination. The action will happen even if there are obstacles. Example. We'll reach the next island anyway. Common use. I'll do it anyway. We'll try anyway. Anyway, I'm going. Anyway, I will. Anyway often works like a bridge in speech. It can mean even so. It can reset the conversation, or it can show determination. The tone and context do the heavy lifting. Keep your sentence moving, Captain. Carry anyway for pushing through, for returning to the point, and for that steady decision when the sea tests you as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this message to all island, tell me, what does announcement make you feel when it means official public news? A spoken message everyone must hear, and a big reveal moment that changes the mood. Meaning 1. Official public news. Information made known formally. Used for news shared by a person, group, or organization in an official way. Example: the captain's announcement changed the crew's route instantly. Common use: official announcement. Make an announcement. Public announcement. Announcement. Official notice. Meaning 2. A message spoken so everyone hears, often over a speaker. Used for a clear public message delivered to a group. Example: an announcement came over the ship speaker. Storm drill now. Common use: speaker announcement. Make an announcement. Hear an announcement. Announcement over speaker. Meaning 3. A reveal that announces a decision, winner, or change. Event moment. Used for a special moment when something important is revealed publicly. Example: the award announcement made the deck erupt with cheers. Common use: winner announcement. Announcement ceremony. Announcement day. Announcement. The winner. Announcement is the noun form of announce. It usually suggests a public message, official, spoken, or revealed at a key moment. Make your message land, Captain. Carry announcement for official news, for loud, clear public messages, and for the reveal moments that steer the voyage as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this sky and engine island, tell me, what does aircraft make you feel when it means any flying vehicle, a specific plane in operation, and the whole fleet of flying machines in a mission? Meaning 1. Any vehicle that can fly. Used for planes, helicopters, and other flying machines. Example: the island's radar tracked an aircraft crossing the coast. Common use: military aircraft, civilian aircraft, aircraft safety. Aircraft detected. Meaning 2. A specific airplane, especially in technical or official contexts. Used when talking about one particular plane being inspected, guided, or operated. Example: the mechanic inspected the aircraft before takeoff. Common use: inspect the aircraft. Board the aircraft. Aircraft registration. Aircraft inspection. Meaning 3. Aircraft as a group or capability. Used when referring to multiple aircraft involved in an operation, mission, or service. Example: rescue aircraft were dispatched when the storm hit the outer islands. Common use: deploy aircraft, aircraft carriers, aircraft operations. Aircraft operations. Aircraft is both singular and plural. One aircraft, two aircraft. It's a broad, formal word that covers many types of flying vehicles. Build your sentence with altitude, Captain. Carry aircraft for any flying vehicle, for one specific plane, and for the fleet in motion when operations begin as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this helper-at-your-side island, tell me, what does aide make you feel when it means an assistant to an important person, a helper in schools or care settings, and a support role during an operation or event? Meaning 1. A person who assists an important official, political or organizational assistant, used for someone who supports a leader by organizing, advising, and handling tasks. Example: the captain's aide prepared the reports before the council meeting. Common use: senior aide, press aide, aide to the director. Aide to the captain, meaning 2. A helper who supports learning or care, used for someone who assists teachers, nurses, or caregivers with daily support. Example: an aide helped the student stay calm and follow the lesson. Common use: teacher's aide, classroom aide, nurse's aide. Aide in class, meaning 3. A support person assigned to assist during an operation or event, used when someone is assigned to help manage tasks during a mission, ceremony, or busy process. Example: during the docking operation, an aide relayed messages between teams. Common use: event aide, aide on duty, operations aide. Aide on duty. Aide is a person, a helper. Don't mix it with aid, which is help or support as an action or resource. Build your sentence with people in mind, Captain. Carry aid for trusted assistants, for learning and care helpers, and for support roles that keep operations smooth as we sail to the next island.